So this stuff is good. Had you smell this?
Had I smell this?
Had you smelled this?
Nope.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, it
It's
smells.
Rocco's Old School Tattoo Balm. So when you get a tattoo, you just rub it all over it and it reduces healing time. Really, just saying I'm going to tweet you and have you potentially send me 10 of these because I almost put it on like cologne now. I'm just like, and this smells fantastic. So we're not doing beer.
I think that's where like the aww
Yeah.
sound effect, that sound effect comes in. Aww.
Yeah, there's no beer for the next 5 weeks or so.
And I know what you're thinking. If there's no beer,
How will they be funny?
yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
But so I don't know if you can tell. We're doing the wine. That's why this next series are going to be vGUPE,
Le Fancy Cast.
the fancy cast. Because we're going to try to be fancier and dignified.
Kenny, you have some experience in wine.
I do. I grew up in the heart of Napa Valley, Santa Elena, California. My backyard was a vineyard. We met a lot of the families who run the vineyards and stuff like that. I know a little bit about wine. Do you know much about wine?
The kind that comes in the box is not that good.
So we've been tasked to take a couple wines and see what the average college age, post-graduated college students think about wine. So with that, we have
Pop the cork.
let's pop the cork. We have Gwinoc Lily's Merlot. This is a 14.5% alcohol wine. We'll teach everyone a lesson here about opening a wine bottle.
Yes.
You want to get one of these. They're called, I believe they're called the bartender's friend. Some people call this a bar key. I call that big flat beer opener. That's what I think a bar key is. So you take the wee knife, and you don't cut here. You cut this upper ridge.
Yep, I see that.
So you go and twist that off.
You
and then-
spin the bottle.
see, and that looks really nice.
Yeah.
Because wine is like 90% presentation and 10% getting drunk. You then put your corkscrew in the middle.
If wine is 90% presentation, 10% drunk,
Mhm.
what do you think a Keystone Light is?
100% drunk.
Okay, good.
And then if you have one of these two-step ones, which I like a little bit better, you can raise it up a little bit, and then it makes it a lot easier to do that one. And then there you go. You have a nice, pretty bottle of wine. Then, when you pour said bottle, these glasses actually I don't recommend getting because there's no stem. Your hand warmth will warm the wine to a non-optimal drinking temperature. So, but this is what I have because they were from Target and they're cheap. So, what you do when you pour is you pour your desired amount and you give it that nice little twist which keeps it from dripping. And there's a glass of wine. What do you smell? It's got more alcohol than beer.
Yeah, it does. I think that's what I smelled.
What are you smelling, Trent?
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to sound like an ass. Like,
No, this is...
oh yeah, fruit. Yeah, definitely. Fruit.
definitely smells like grapes.
I get a good grape smell out of this, but it's true. That's what I smell.
Alright, let's give it a wee taste. Cheers.
Sorry, I've done so much smelling. It's already gotten to me.
Really fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes you'll drink a wine and you'll get like pepper or a lot of wood, or when it's dry wine, those are tannins, which only happen in red wine because tannins come from the grape skins and that's why it's red. But no, I'm getting a lot of fruit and then the taste just kind of...
Yeah, it does.
It's like fruit and then it goes away.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't die off necessarily. There's just no really like
Back palate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's no like really bad aftertaste where you're just like, I'm not digging this.
I'm a fan of this. It's not too dry.
Yeah.
Which is always a problem.
Like, me being a wine connoisseur, man, this acts fast. Google Translator is going to really have a hard time with this one.
By the way, go watch all of the GUPEs on YouTube and activate the closed captioning.
Little CC.
Because that shit is hilarious. Mike Tyson will comply.
But I don't even know how this thing works. Does it do it by sound? It
Yeah,
obviously does not.
Yeah, it does it by sound.
But the things that it writes down doesn't, like, read or sound anything like what I just said.
Can it translate drunk hobo?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's translating into drunk hobo.
Well, because I'm thinking, like, what if we recorded, like, we go out on the street and just talk to people, and they're like, "Hi, man, I don't know what I have the banana. What do you got? You don't have it? No. And then they sit there and nope for, like, 15 minutes.
Then let's say, like, a simple sentence. And see how badly it fucks that up.
It truly is a unique brew. Because it couldn't get that.
It truly is a unique brew.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Honestly, doing this show is a lot like taking a picture with this. Because it's like, hope we got that. Like, you can't reminisce the second it happens. Everyone's all like, all right, get together. Look at it.
No, you take a picture of that, click, and everyone's like, all right,
see you in a week.
Like, we had this thing called trust back in the day. Yeah, that's the problem with digital cameras. No one trusts anyone anymore. People come up to you in the street as you walk by, like, "Hey, can you take a picture of us?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And you and I who know how to run cameras will like, "Okay," and click, like, "Okay."
Can you take one more? Can you do another one?
Maybe just one more. Like, fuck you, I got it. Like, I nailed it. I nailed it. Next, if you ask me again, I'm just going to turn the camera around, take a picture of myself, and then give it back to you. Shit, they're going to hear me breathing eventually. I got to hide this erection.
So the Super Bowl's tomorrow.
Yay.
What are your projections?
Well, my projectors indicate that points will be scored.
Yes.
Yards will be gained.
Chances are high.
Turnovers will devastate someone's chances of winning.
Yeah.
And you know what? Whoever wins, they will have made it a great team effort and would have given it 110%. And you know what?
If that were mathematically possible.
Yeah, if that was mathematically possible. And also, you know, that other team, they were just as good. They played their hearts out too, and hats off to them. I project that someone will say that. You know, give them all the credit in the world. They had a great game plan, but
they had a great season. They always talk about all their. They had a great season.
You know, they had a great season. So high respects to them. You know, this is the Super Bowl, so they, you know, you don't make the Super Bowl if you're bad. And we just had a game plan. We came out and executed. We were well coached, well practiced. You know, my teammates made it happen. You know, I was just in the right place at the right time. But my teammates, they're the ones that made it happen. See, it's really tricky because I was gonna go with New York.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stay on New York. But here's the thing: everyone is. I actually read this earlier today. New York does have a great defense, and they have a great defensive line. However, that defensive line does not bode well against two tight end sets. Patriots run with two tight ends the majority of the time. I don't have a number for it, but like somewhere in between 60 and 70. That's a lot though. That's a lot of having two tight ends.
Right.
So that's usually you got Gronk, depending on if he plays or not, because he does have his ankle problem, and then you got Hernandez, and then you know. But they're the Patriots. They'll just pick up someone randomly from like Saskatchewan, shove him out there, and he'll be a star. You know. So it's just like
they have that cheddar.
Yeah, they have pass protection. And the last time that the Giants played the Patriots, they only got to Brady once, I believe, when they had two tight end sets. I'm not sure how many sacks they had them all together, but I feel like, you know, I thought that was a big key, but then, you know, you look closely at those numbers and it's like, okay, well then, just having those four pass rushers might not do well. That means they're gonna have to send someone else, which means that you're either gonna have to you're letting someone go free if you're running man, or you're gonna have to go to a zone. And I think that the Giants are just more of a better when they're man coverage team than they are in specifically like a zone coverage team. But I could be wrong. I know people love Tom Brady or people hate Tom Brady.
Right.
You know,
You're not Tom Brady ambivalent.
Yeah, you can't be like, I'm not so sure about this Brady guy. No, he's already got 3 Super Bowls. What's there to be unsure about?
Right.
There's a lot of people I noticed out here that are just like, I don't know how you could like pick Eli Manning. I'm like, well, he does have a Super Bowl too.
He's also got a very tiny head or a giant helmet. I'm not sure what it is, but every time he's on the screen, I just go, "Fuck, that's a big helmet." It's just like his head. His head looks way too big on his little body.
Like Kazoo.
Yeah. Yes, and I don't understand. I mean, like, I guess
I want him to win for everyone who's got an awkward body. Like,
yeah,
because he looks like he's out there like, are you sure? Like, me? Okay.
I have no stake in this game anymore. I was Niners all the way, being from the Bay.
My teams didn't even get it past 2 wins.
Oh, well. But yeah, so I want the Giants to win because they're not the Patriots. And it's such like I don't know if that just kind of says something about me as a person where like you'll notice like all the things that like, you know, I don't like Apple products. I like to build my own shit. You know, I do everything like kind of what is just under like I use Nikon instead of Canon. Yeah. You know, which are like they're the exact same thing, but like Canon kind of has the Apple name basically, you know, where everyone's like, "Oh, it's a Canon." You know. I just do everything that's not so like I'm looking at the Patriots like you're the dynasty. You're like the best team. Why would I want you to win again? You've had your chance.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I know they're going to win, so go Patriots.
Can I make a bold projection?
Yes. That's all we do here.
All right.
Boldness.
Here's another calling it. The halftime show will be terrible. Calling it.
Wait, you said this was going to be a bold prediction.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
This thing suck for sound. No, hold it, yeah. Ooh. There you go.
Oh, at least we could still pound it, little guy.